Yes, welcome to Uganda Fan TV, and with me is the coach that is taking Ugandan football by storm, Coach Ivan Minneart. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine, I'm okay.
You're fresh from a training session?
We just finished now, yes.
Yes. You're preparing for which game?
We are preparing the Thursday game against Northern Gateway for the Ugandan Cup.
Ugandan Cup. Anyway, Coach, you see, Uganda Fan TV is a sports platform mainly on YouTube. We mainly talk about sports, and today we are glad to have you here on Uganda Fan TV. Anyway, to start off, Coach, can you take us through your background as a coach? Where did you start from? Where are you from?
I'm from Belgium, but moving. We go play there in second and third division teams. But around my 18, 19, I get an injury, and so I played only to enjoy. And then I moved to Spain. And when I moved to Spain, I make a friend who was an ex-player of Real Madrid. And with him, he was retired. So and we started together. Yes, he was the coach and I was assisting him, and like this, I starting my coaching career. And then starting to do my licenses. We're going to say level 1, level 2, level 3, like in Spain, they're saying. So to UEFA B, UEFA A, and then UEFA Pro.
What is the philosophy like? Because studying in Spain is different from studying like in England or Scotland or Ireland.
The thing is, of course, there's a difference in everything because, for example, in a lot of countries, to get always to having the license is not always easy.
Yes.
So, but the big difference is in Spain is even, for example, first league, second league, but then you have all the national league, who more or less is maybe 600, 700 teams. The coach and the assistant coach need to having an UEFA Pro license. So then you have, for example, the under 19. So there you have 4 leagues who are the top league. So they're also with 20 teams, is 80 teams. Also the coaches and assistant coaches need to having also UEFA Pro license. And then you have the national leagues, we're going to say, who is more or less 20 groups.
Yes.
And also 20 teams, 400. So maybe, and then you have the under 16, and there the coaches need also having an UEFA Pro license. So maybe they have all maybe 1,000 teams who need a coach with an UEFA Pro license. So they need to, yes, they renovate, so they need always to produce UEFA Pro coaches.
Of course.
And so this is the difference. But you know, like in a lot of countries, is like here in Uganda, everybody can coach a youth team. But in Spain, for example, you need a license
to
coach. So even when you start with the young ones, you have a small license. Maybe here is CAF C or CAF D, for example, where you're doing 100 hours of something like that, and then you can coach local teams until the age of 14, 15.
Yes.
No, even not until 11 or 12.
Sure.
So, and then if you want to do the next step, you need to having UEFA B and then UEFA A. So UEFA A, you can also coaching seniors, but only in regional leagues. For example, like the team that where we're going to play but for the rest, if you go, you need already, like for example, here should be first division and second division. You should need to having already CAF A or CAF Pro, and this is what's not happening. And then also the coaches are more protected at that moment.
Okay, Coach, of course, you develop your coaching philosophy in school, in coaching school. What kind of philosophy did you come out with?
No, the thing is, you are not developing your coaching philosophy in school. Your coaching philosophy is as footballer, you have like a big luggage, and all the experience that you have, you put in your luggage. At the end of your career, when you go into coaching, you have that luggage, and you open it then,
Yes.
and you see what's coming out, and this is your coaching philosophy, where you have feeling the best when you are playing, and on that base you continue, and then of course there's a lot of other things where you need to work on it.
Yes. So after coaching, after getting your coaching badges, I think you practiced in Spain.
Yeah, that was before my last one, yes, but of course first you do everything in we're going to say not lower leagues, because one of the teams was playing also on the highest level on the age category. Because, for example, for the under 19, you have 4 national leagues where you play against Sevilla, Malaga, the top teams and then you have another group where Barcelona is, another group where Madrid is, but yes, you playing against. There's also in the youth you have a system where you can go up and down.
Yes.
So, and this is why the Spanish football is developed, because you have leagues with competition.
Yes.
So, and the best thing is that yes, of course the best teams are winning. Of course, at the end you see always, but Real Madrid is not, or of Barcelona is not always winning. They are not always champion of
the league.
Of the 4 best ones, of the 8 best ones, because you have teams who are having good development players, and yes, like for example Sevilla is always playing finals, then you have Bilbao. So, but even a small team from a small town can be in that in the first division we're going to. So for them, and then of course you create players, because you create that mentality, that winning mentality. Because okay, here we have school football, but like I have heard something and everything, so they are playing 1 game of 2 games, eliminated.
Yes.
And then maybe your talented players are not being seen. So so yeah, no, if they have a competition, even they can organize it here, each district of province or whatever, they can organize this local leagues, and then from the local leagues making national leagues, and then yes, like a first division league for the under 17, on the 9 or on the 20, and then you're going to create something, and you're going to create that winners mentality that sometimes that is missing.
Okay. Coach, after there, you actually came to Africa. Did you have it in your wildest dreams that you would ever coach in Africa?
You know, for me, I enjoy every day of coaching. Why? Because it's my passion. So whatever my passion, where I can do my passion, I'm going. So some people going to Asia, or some people go to, and yes, for me, I came to Africa. And now, yes, we're going to say I'm like an African.
Who connects you to Africa, and how do you get to Africa?
The first is through a friend of me who connect me, who bring me to Libya. So I'm in Libya with Al Ittihad. So where I was in the youth categories as a technical director, and also coach of the under 17. And from there on, I started to come to Africa. After that, we stopped in Libya because was the war there, the civil war. So from that, I get an opportunity to go to Mali, or to Joliba. So where we played also very well football, but there was a conflict between the federation and
the club.
No, and not the club alone, with also a few clubs,
Yes.
with 5 or 6, 7 clubs. And my team was one of the teams who,
We are
we
opposing.
yeah, we opposed and we retired from the competition.
Mm.
So yes, so and then you start to train
Without
without games.
Mhm.
We played the last game and against Herself Oaks for the CAF Confederation Cup. But yes, of course, when you don't play in league, you go there. So and it's more or less, we're going to say, the same way that like here. Um, we lose it at home 2-1,
Yes.
and but there in Accra we played a total game, and but we didn't get
The result.
the result that we wanted, but we won.
Mm.
And after the game, all the Ghanaian people are standing ovation. So
Eh.
so yes, we have, but we didn't score. This was all. We scored once, but it was not enough.
So did the league resume?
No, we didn't resume, and after 6, 7, 8 months, then after elimination, 6, 7 months, you are there and you all have no objective, nothing.
Mm.
And also, yes, the club needed to continue to pay me, and who is not always easy. So then, yes, we separate on a friendly way, and I went to Rayon Sport in Rwanda.
Mm.
So there. I left after a few months because for the 5 months I was there, I didn't have even received one full salary.
Hey.
So I left it, and yes. So and then my next step was Kenya, where it was also not easy because on that moment there were a temporary committee with 2 presidents, two secretary general, 2 vice presidents, and yes, you come from one side to the other side. And yes, this is what's happening.
This is FC Leopards.
AFC Leopards.
Mm.
So after that, I returned back to Rwanda
Yes.
to coach Mukura.
Yeah.
Because the president of Mukura, who is still a personal friend of me,
Yeah.
Get that season in problems,
Mm.
and they were nearly relegated.
Yes.
So and for more or less the second round, I take over, and 5 games before the end of the season, we are saved.
Yes.
So, and then of course sometimes they have in some teams good people, like here also in Vipers. The president was paying me everything in Mukura, but then at the end of the season he said, "Yeah, I have paid everything, but for the next season, I'm not sure that I'm not going to do it. So Mukura need to be self-sustained, and he said, but it's going to be difficult."
Mm.
And so yes, we move on to the next
Zone.
thing, and yes, then was two countries with very difficult circumstances. I went to Guinea, Conakry, doing the same.
But you made history at Mukula.
No, not at Mukura.
Rayon Sport.
Yeah, but this is after.
It is after.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to Guinea, Conakry, also to save a team for relegation. And when I done the job, also the president was telling, I want to be champion, I want to be champion, I want to be champion. And then you see the players that he's coming to bring, and you say, it's impossible. And then you talk and you say, and then you need to renovate your contract. You say, it's better to leave than renovate my contract, so I left.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes you need to protect yourself also.
Yes.
So you did your job for one thing, but then to continue is better to protect. Then I went to South Africa. South Africa, better not to tell about, because South Africa was really disaster.
Why?
Why? Because a lot of things.
Mm.
So, but It's okay. It's happening.
Yeah.
Then I went back to Rayon Sport.
Yes.
Second time I took over in the middle of in February, more or less around end of February. So then we're going to play against Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yes.
So and so for the second round for the Champions League, everybody was expecting the Rayon Sport will lose 3-4-5-0. So we did very well at home, 0-0. And then we go to South Africa, and there, a few minutes before the start of the game, it started to rain. And normally you cannot start a game. The pitch was underwater.
Yes.
First influence, and then second, what has happening in Mamelodi Sundowns game. We face it against, for me, the best keeper on the continent.
Onyango.
He makes saves, and also the water stuck in the middle of the water. Maybe after 5 minutes we can be already leading 0-2. But Dennis there have
a good game.
No, Dennis has saved his team in the beginning, and then yes, of course, of the experience, and on set pieces they scored 2-0. So and we were eliminated, and then was also we can continue because after the second round you had that you played the third round in the Confederation. And we went to there, and there we qualified for the first time around this team to the group stages.
How do you qualify?
We won at home 3-0 against a team from Mozambique. Yeah. So Costa del Sol, and there we lost 2-0, but
aggregate.
Yeah. So we won, and then we qualified.
So, being into a CAF Champions League, a CAF Confederation Cup group stages, how is the experience?
But I have played Champions League, I have played Confederation, I have played Confederation with Joliba, with Rayon Sport, I have played Confederation with Al Ittihad in Libya. So I have, with 3 or 4 different teams playing CAF Confederation and Champions League with Rayon and with Vipers.
Yeah. Okay. Now, coach, let us come to Vipers now. How do you come to Vipers?
Of course, always through demands. Of course, my agent called me, and if I was interested, I say, why not? And then because they had in the years before, maybe around the COVID period, a little bit around that 2020 of something, there were already negotiations, and then yes, one day you know that you will come, and this is now this year.
Yeah. Meeting up with the big man, Dr. Mulindwa, how did it all go the first time?
It was very easy, I think in a half an hour everything was discussed. Why? Because it was very easy in the discussion, because a lot of things has been done before. But my only demand was to having on regular basis meeting with him to discuss about everything. About some, and this is weekly or whatever. We see sometimes here when the day before, or sometimes I go to his office, and sometimes there's a small talk of 10, 20, 15 minutes.
As any coach that is signing up to a new club, you actually have ambitions and targets for the club. What were your targets?
No, of course, the targets was the group stages, and of course we knew to be champion.
Yes.
But this season was not an easy season.
Why?
Why? Because 9 of my players, key players, were with the Shan team.
Yes.
So they didn't have a proper pre-season, firstly. Secondly, we didn't have the time to work together because the day that they are coming back,
Yes.
they were 1 week to play the Champions League.
Yes.
So then they go back for national team duties, a few, and then back. So we didn't have the time to prepare the games well. You see now the last months, the team is coming to where he need, because why? And we're going to say we have trained nearly the pre-season, 2 months, July, August, nearly September, nearly 2 months. And this was not a proper preparation, because when the players from the Shan team came, of course, these are the better players than that what you have, so you need to integrate them.
Yeah.
And this is, you started back from zero, but without any time.
Yes.
And so on the beginning, you are holding on what that was good last season.
Yeah.
And so we continue on this, and for myself it was not easy, because it was not what I wanted.
Because, coach, at the beginning of the season, we had the confusion here in Ugandan football about the new format, and your team couldn't play some games.
But this is political issues. This is not a coach who need to discuss things like that. So we are here, and if they say we play on Sunday, we play on Sunday. If they say we play on Wednesday, we play on Wednesday. We are here just to prepare the team to whatever the moment we need to be ready to play, we are there.
Do you think that same issue somehow affected the team's performance in the CAF Champions League?
No, I don't believe, because for me what has affected is mostly that we didn't have time to prepare it well. Because, like the players were already from July with the national team, of even before July, June, until end of August.
Yeah.
And so, and then after the end of the Shan, I think 5 or 6 players went with the national team back. So we didn't have the players, and a team to compete well in CAF Confederation need to be prepared.
Coach, of course, I started the season with that game against Power Dynamos, Ugandans, or Vipers. We accept Vipers to go through to the group stages for the very least. After going out, how did you adapt to that to the pressure?
For me, for me, this is not pressure. The pressure is you have when you are not prepared. So I'm trying to prepare always, but until 1 month, 1 month and a half, we're going to say, after the game of Calvary, until the game of Calvary, I was trying to please too much people.
Yeah, to please people.
And then you see that it's not going. And from that on, I have say, finish, I'm going. And then you see that the style of play, that everything is going to change with us, and who is going to be better.
So that Calvary game was a bit of a wake-up call to you?
Wake-up call, but also I was hiding my personality. So I was not feeling me well. So not feeling me well in that thing, but sometimes to keep peace everywhere, you need to but from that moment, you need to think and to see what's happening.
What has really changed?
I think you see it on the field.
Yes.
The way of playing, the mentality, the difference, the collectivity, everything has changed. So, and this is what Yes, it's the best way.
The best way. So, as a coach, because we have a lot of coaches in Uganda here that are watching, such situations like that game in Calvary, because we even had fans or journalists calling for your head.
But from the day that I have been signed, they say I will not survive September. So we are 2nd or 3rd of February.
Yeah.
I'm still surviving.
Still surviving.
Yeah, but of course, when you are in top teams like Vipers,
Yeah.
you have 5 friends and 95 enemies.
Yes.
Why? Because not always. Firstly, because some people don't know you.
Yeah.
Secondly, there's a lot of sometimes of storytelling people who tell stories who are not
True.
the reality. Then you have people who are looking for their own interest, and then of course you have the other people who are not happy that I'm here.
Yes.
So this is part of the job, and if you cannot handle this thing, it's better not to coach, to coach young players of 12, 13, 14 years old. But there's a pressure from the parents, there's a pressure for this. So if you cannot handle that, it's better not to coach.
You lost one of your assistants to the national team. Did that affect you as a coaching team?
It can affect us, but at the end, you need to continue from what your assignment, and my assignment is to lead the team. So if they're giving me 100 assistants, of 2 assistants, of no assistants, you need to handle like you need to do it. But also there was firstly talks to bring another assistant, but in the middle of the season it's not always easy. So we have said, let's see end of the season, and there we take decisions how we're going to be forward. Sometimes it's not always you lose somebody, you need to replace them directly. Sometimes it's being quiet and oversee. If it was not handling, we have also youth coaches who eventually can be promoted, but let's for the moment stay wherever we are, and we are good like that.
Coach, after losing the coach to the national team, and then you lose your key player to Simba, Alan Okello.
Younger.
To Younger, rather.
This is, we need to be happy that we have presidents like Dr. Mulindwa. Why? Because you see his installations and everything. I don't believe that in Rwanda no team has his own installations, for example. In Kenya, I think only Tusker have his own ground, and Tusker and another one. But for the rest, they are renting university fields to go to train. The stadiums, the same. So in Liberia, every day we need to fight for having a training field.
Yes.
We had 3 days a week that we have a field, and the rest of the days you needed to fight to having the possibilities. So when you see, of course, and here, and I believe if our president is happy with the sales, if Yanga is happy with the buying of Alan, and if Alan is happy to be there, so as coaches we need also to be happy.
But as a coach, doesn't that affect you?
But this is the story that coach need to adapt him on everything, because we are here not to hold players, we are here to leave players. So, and you need to find then solutions, and if you cannot find solution, yes, then you will have difficulties. You see, we're going to say Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, of Messi left Real Madrid and or Barcelona, but they are still surviving. They are still winning cups. So you cannot depending on one of two, three players. So and I think they have anticipated already a lot with. Not alone with Usama, but also with Sebagala, Enoch. So they have anticipated a lot to having maybe different players, but who can replace maybe globally, maybe better.
How are you adapting to this gap other than lifting the team?
Collectively, like we're playing the last month and a half, because don't forget, in 1 month and a half, Alan was also away with AFCOM team, and we played also several games, and he played only one game in 2 months with us, I believe so. And this was because Usama was injured that day. So otherwise, maybe Alan was even not have been playing in the last 2 months with us.
You have talked about collective ability as a team, because one thing I've seen from your team, you don't have untouchable players. Everyone can go to the bench and everyone can start.
Yeah, but sometimes you need to take decisions. So this is the good thing, that you don't need to depend of one player. So football is for me a team sport. If it was not a team sport, yes, then it's different. But then you can go to box or to play tennis or something like that. So we are here. We have the philosophy. We continue with the philosophy, and we're working. And if we change one and another one come in, you need to having the same mentality and philosophy and the way of playing.
Last few games, I've seen Abubakar Simbi, fresh after the Under-17 World Cup success, being too involved with the team. Do you think he's the star for the future?
He will make it, because the problem is how long will he be here. So we know that the possibility exists that he go to Europe. So, but this is also between the teams who need to be discussed. And as long he's here, I will try to enjoy of him.
Coach, because the season you are leading the table with 6 points, with a game in hand. Did you expect this?
In the beginning, not, but after Calvary game and when we changed, yes.
Last 4 games, 13 goals scored by Vipers, 1 conceded.
No, it's painful to concede one. And to not have things score more. Because I believe we should having scoring more.
We should be scoring more.
Yeah, and the goal we concede is very. Yeah.
Anyway, what are your future plans as a coach for Vipers and as a person?
My future plans is winning the game of Thursday.
Game by game.
Game by game.
Anyway, Coach, these are general questions away from Vipers, of course. You are someone that has traversed the continent of Africa. What have you seen with football? What is your opinion about football in Africa?
They have there's a lot of talents, but it's missing something, some piece who is very important, and that's the developing. That's the basics. You see too much players, even here in the leagues, that when the ball is coming to them to control, that the ball is bouncing back 1 meter. Why? Because it's the basic missing. So football, I'm always comparing to going to school. When you're in the first primary, you have you go to school and you learn 1 + 1, 2 + 2, and then second you multiply, you divide, you have, and you continue until when you're in grade 6 or senior 6 or whatever, you do algebra, you do all these things. So this is an evolution. You cannot starting directly with algebra. So, and football is the same.
Yes.
Football is the same. We're going to say the beginning. What is the beginning? It's just when you're 6, 7 years old, it's up the ball and with one feet took and coordinate that you take back the ball up, and thousand times. When you do it well with one feet, you try it with other feet.
Yes.
So, and this is a step, and the next step is to control with both feet, and then and so far until that you, and then is giving pass and control, and this is all about coordination of the body and coordination of the thing. I think from the last game, they took pictures of me where I'm controlling the ball.
Yes.
And even I don't have been active in that thing is still in me.
Yes.
That
You still do
coordination.
that?
No, this will always be in my body, that control, how the way to control and all these things. Maybe I don't have power anymore because of my knees or whatever, but how to control a ball and all these things is still in the coordination of my body. And this is what we need to work more.
Yeah.
And this is, yes, and when we're going to start from there, then Africa can having a world champion. Because it's from there that's starting. We say always, yes, for example, France is Africa, but it's not Africa because no player from France is born here in Africa.
Yes.
Has been how can I say, be educated in Africa. They have all been educated in
France.
In France, in big teams. So don't say it's Africa. Okay, they have African descendants, but they have the basics from France or from Belgium. In Belgium, you have also Lukaku, Doku, Luke Beakio, Witzel, we're going to say Fellaini before, Company. So, but maybe if they were born in Africa, they will maybe having succeed, but not with the same.
Something small about the Belgium team, because you're from Belgium.
Yeah.
Why has it fallen off last few years?
No, because don't forget, this is also, for example, for Belgium, it's very difficult to be world champion. Why? I'm always saying also the same. If Belgium and Netherlands, for example, we are together, we are more or less
the same.
29 million together.
Yes.
Now we are Belgium 12, Netherlands has 15, 16, 17 million inhabitants. But they were having all, you see, Netherlands with all the talents that they had, they were never world champion. Belgium with the golden generation, like they are calling, they were never, because we never have 15, 80, 20 talents. We have or 7, 8 who are top, but when one is injury or one, then it's fair. And then for a tournament, it's very difficult to maintain the performance, the whole we can get sometimes to the semi-final or things, but then you see in Russia we fell in the half final because we were tired already because we don't have replacement. And you see teams like France, Germany, Brazil, Italy, Spain, they have a lot of resources, and so they're always going. Yes, maybe they have also 8, 9 top players, but they have also substitution players who not maybe the same level, but when they are there, they can do the job. In Belgium, we don't have that.
What is your opinion about the level of football here in Uganda?
It's very physical.
Physical.
I didn't expect that it was so physical. But yes, everything need to progress. But I see how our players are reacting, and of course we can play a different way of football, and we see it also that can be a nice way of football for the fans.
Which team here in Uganda do you rate most apart from Vipers?
Vipers.
No, like I mean.
No, Vipers.
Vipers.
The thing is, okay, there are a few other teams,
Yeah.
of course, but for me, the only team I'm watching is Vipers. The rest I'm watching on a professional way, and I'm looking differently than what I need to watch, and I'm focused more on tactics and so I don't enjoy the game, we're going to say, or to watch. So for me, yes, I'm more focusing on my own team than on other teams. Of course, you have here Ura A, for example, who are
Yeah.
we have also KCCA, we have Villa, Bull. I know what's happening here because I was around in the different countries. I know what, but of course, this are normally the toughest opponents that you can meet. But this is for me. My focus is only Vipers, and no time to enjoy other teams.
Yes. Coach, as we leave, because it has been long, how many minutes? 40 minutes. So we have 5 minutes. Finally, Coach, because Ugandans, do you have any intentions, or like, do you expect to ever coach the Uganda Cranes?
This is sometimes very difficult because sometimes you see, and it's not alone in national teams, but also in leagues and everything. You see also always the same coaches moving, and national team you see, well, today is this one, and next month you see him in another team, but they are going around. So sometimes it's very difficult to integrate that pattern. So it's not always easy to get in that closed circle. And for me, like I'm saying, I'm living from day to day.
Yeah.
My most important thinking of the moment is my game of against Northern Gardaway. All the rest is for Friday.
How have you found Uganda as a country?
For me, we're going to say everybody knows that my love is going to Rwanda. So there's where I'm going to, where I'm most of the time when in holiday or when I don't have a job. So, and Uganda is more or less the same. We can say the comparison is more or less 98%.
Yes.
So for that, I'm like home also here. So I'm living well here. So I'm not somebody who not question of expectation, because expectation is something else. But if I have my food, we're going to say, if I have my family around me, for me, I'm okay. The rest is my job, the most important. I'm here to work, not to be to go to explore the elephants and all and things like that. No, I'm here to work, and I'm here to. My wife sometimes she's not happy because I'm all the time in my laptop. I'm all the time to be busy. I'm busy with my job. Even I'm home, but I'm busy with my job.
You're busy with your job.
So yes, so this is, this is what's happening. And so a football coach normally he wake up, he think of the ball, and he go to sleep. He's thinking of the ball, and the rest is sometimes, yes, for a wife or for other people, very difficult to be there.
So, coach, have you tried to learn the Ugandan language?
Since I left Mali the first time, I decided not to learn the local languages.
Why?
To have a peaceful mind.
Oh, how?
How? It's not always easy with fans. The most of the times, yes, we're going to say in the most biggest in the teams where the most fans are of the country, like in Joliba,
Yes.
like in Kaluma in Guinea was also a lot of fans. Rayon Sport, so AFC Leopards, Al Ittihad in Libya. So, and yes, sometimes when you go to watch games and everything, fans of other teams and everything, they are starting to insult you in the local language. And so, like, I don't understand anything.
You don't care?
I don't care. So it's also for my own profit, for my...
Yes.
So for that, I'm quiet. So for that, I don't want to... And also, yes, sometimes you are only 1 year, 2 years in the country, and it's not easy. And like I say also, my only thing is not to learn a language, is not to go to visit the elephants. My work is
on the pitch
and to progress the team.
Okay, coach, are your last word to the Vipers supporters and fans and the Vipers family?
No, the Vipers family, of course, I know in the beginning it was not easy because, don't forget, they had been champion and winning the Ugandan Cup. Yes, I come to replace successfully coaches. Yes, it was a lot of doubt and all what has happening the first months, the doubts were there, and it's normal. And yes, but I tried little by little to show them that it was not the correct way, how it was in the beginning, but at the end we will see. And like I say, the most important is the next game. And we're going to go step by step, and this is what we can bring to having better and to be more successful.
What is your message to the owner of the club? Because in times of turmoil, he really backed you, which we did not expect as fans.
No, for the moment, of course, his deception was there when we were not qualified, because yes, we had a big possibility, and it's normal. He spent a lot of money, he spent a lot of passion, but he's always there to support you. So it's not always easy, but I know what I was prepared before I'm coming here. So, and this is the most important, and our relation is good because, like I said before I signed the contract, my only point was to meet him every week. And if you meet each other every week, you talk about small issues, big issues, about everything, and you resolve it. And this is how you need to work. It's not the same like in teams of Rayon Sport where you have 100 presidents and where you have from the 100 only one, from the 100 mostly nobody put money in the team. But here is his own money, so you need to respect that. And if he says something, yes, you need to respect that. And this is the best way to go forward.
Okay.
And of course you have discussions, but the discussions are never so high. The discussion, sometimes we can talk about something, a little detail, but when we up at the end of the meeting, we're going to say we agree,
Yes.
and we go forward.
Okay, that is Coach Ivan Jackie Minneart with us here on Uganda Fan TV. Thank you, Coach, for
Welcome.
giving us this time, and I believe people have gained something from this interaction we have just had. Thank you guys for watching Uganda Fan TV.